To win the Western Conference, obviously everybody's going to talk about the Oklahoma City Thunder to win it all again next year. The Denver Nuggets added Cam Johnson. They had a good overall offseason. The Rockets added Kevin Durant. People will talk about the LA teams and the Warriors. What about the Minnesota Timberwolves? They were just in the last two Western Conference Finals. And who's to say they can't go to 3 in a row, because 2024 was a little bit different from 2025 since they traded away Cat for Randall and DiVincenzo. So they were able to re-sign Julius Randle this offseason, Naz Reid. They brought in Johan Berenjay and Rocco Zikarsky throughout the draft. Now they did lose Josh Minot and Luka Garza to the Celtics, and obviously they ended up losing Nickeil Alexander-Walker to the Atlanta Hawks. They need a big year from some of their young guys stepping up. Rob Dillingham, a top 10 pick in 2024. Jalen Clark, who can maybe replace Nickeil Alexander-Walker. What about Terrence Shannon Jr., who's already 25 years old? But yeah, who's to say that Minnesota can't go far again in the Western Conference? I will say maybe their 2024 playoff run a little bit more impressive than 2025. I know they lost, in 5 games to the Mavericks in 2024, but just beating Denver in round number 2 and sweeping the Suns was very impressive. This year, they beat the Lakers. I predicted Minnesota to win. I was more impressed about the Denver win a year earlier. And they beat Golden State, who, hey, even if Curry doesn't get hurt, maybe they still beat them, but I guess we'll never know. So we're going to start Rob Dillingham at the 1. I think it's kind of it for Mike Conley. We're going to have McDaniels get a ton of playing time. Same with Randall and Gobert. Naz Reid off the bench with DiVincenzo. Big year for Jalen Clark. Mike Conley's going to get 10 minutes a night. And then I think we got to get Terrence Shannon Jr. in there as well. So maybe we're going to end up going something like this, and we can go about 14 to Terrence Shannon Jr. I do like Jalen Clark's defense a little bit more, and I think that's what they need. We're 7 seconds under Chris Finch. We start off with 5 home games here in the 2026 season, and we go 4-1 to start off the year. Anthony Edwards with 27 points, Julius Randle with 21. I feel like, I don't know, I always see Rob Dillingham ball out in these rebuilds. And yeah, are we ever going to get to a point where they would trade a Julius Randle, a Naz Reid, a Jaden McDaniels? Because maybe they wanted to get a Kevin Durant at one point, but you're not obviously trading McDaniels for KD. Maybe they were going to trade Rudy Gobert for KD. We know the Suns wanted a center. So we're 26-15 right now. We have Anthony Edwards as the leading scorer, only playing 32 minutes a night. I feel like he should be playing more than that. And yeah, we see usually the Spurs, the Mavericks are really good here. We are the 2 seed right now at the trade deadline. We have a 9-point differential. The offense, number 5 in the West. The defense, number 1 in the Western Conference right now. We take a look here at the player stats. Anthony Edwards averaging 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 4 assists. Naz Reid is averaging 14 points. He could win 6th man of the year now that he's making $25 million a year. Randall's been good, but not great. I do feel like that's going to be the missing piece for us, trying to get that elite co-star next to Anthony Edwards, which we're probably going to have to do through the trade market, because drafting, we're going to be picking at the end of the first round when we have first round picks, which is a minimal right now because of the Dillingham and Gobert trades. And then free agency, maybe Ant can do some recruiting. We'll see, but it's not like Minnesota is a desirable destination. But I don't know, free agency isn't what it used to be. So we're here at the deadline. Do I want to make a trade? I like having Mike Conley on here for the vibes, but that is a $10 million contract I could try to trade. I feel like I should. But there's not really anything that I like for Mike Conley on the market, because he doesn't have much trade value. Rudy Gobert has been good this year. He's somebody we could potentially move in the offseason. Maybe it's the last dance with this team, and I'm going to have to make some type of moves in the offseason, unless, I don't know, we go to the conference finals again. And Giannis won MVP, averaging 23 points, 10 rebounds, 5.5 assists, and 2.3 stocks for the Milwaukee Bucks. Cooper Flagg is your Rookie of the Year. RJ Barrett is your 6th man of the year. Wemby's your DPOY. Most improved is Trace Jackson Davis. Clutch Player of the Year is Zion Williamson. Here's NBA first team with LaMelo Ball making it 24 points, 6.5 rebounds, 7 assists for LaMelo. Here's NBA second team with a healthy Zion Williamson. And do we get an Anthony Edwards on third team? Yes, we do. About 23.5 points. 7.3 rebounds. That's a career high for him. 3.9 assists, 50% from the field. Another elite 3-point shooting season, and 80% from the free throw line. DeJounte Murray made All-NBA third team. Okay. Alex Sarr made All Defensive second team. We ended the season as a 3 seed. At one point, we were a 1 seed. At one point, we were a 2 seed. The Pelicans won 52 games. Shout out to the Pelicans, man. The Minnesota Timberwolves here with Rob Dillingham, not that efficient. There's a chance I may just put Anthony Edwards at the 1 for the playoffs, because I can't really trust Conley and I can't really trust Dillingham. So maybe I get DiVincenzo in the backcourt, which is kind of what the Timberwolves would operate at times. McDaniels also couldn't hit a shot this year. Great. And Berenjay's in the lineup, but we did get Gobert back, who actually missed a decent chunk of time in the second half. So I think Jalen Clark, oh my God, he was also pretty inefficient. I don't know if I could trust 38 for, oh my God. And Terrence Shannon Jr., nobody could hit a shot outside of Naz Reid off the bench. So Naz is going to get 30. We'll go 36 to Randall. We're going to go probably like 30 to DiVincenzo. Let's go 40 to the Ant-Man. I may just run out an 8-man rotation. I can't trust any one of these guys. Maybe Baron J also couldn't even shoot. What was wrong with the efficiency this year? We're 4 stars, 7 seconds, taking on San Antonio. We're going to lose game 1 by 17. Ant with 26, Randall with 25, Fox at 26. We do lose game 2, 105, 103. 32 for Ant, 17 for Randall, 14, 10, and 6 for Dante. We win game 3, 106, 103. Edwards with 27, 10, and 7. 8 turnovers, but we do get a playoff victory there. We win game number 4. DiVincenzo, 32 points. That's who we needed to insert into the starting lineup. So through the first 4 games, Jaden McDaniels could not hit a shot whatsoever. Neither can Terrence Shannon Jr. All right, huge game 5 here. It's going to go to San Antonio, 115, 100. Ant had 25, DiVincenzo at 22. Game 6 goes to Minnesota, 107, 102. 31 for Wemby, 23 for Anthony Edwards. Here we go. Game 7, round number 1. We're trying to go to 3 straight conference finals. Can we beat San Antonio? Wemby's got 22, Fox is 27, Edwards has 21. 115, 115. We're down by 3. Let's see if we can win this one. All right, let's get Joyce. Let's get Anthony Edwards, the Rock. He's guarded by... I don't even know who that is. Is that Carter Bryant? Let's find Randall inside. Randall goes in strong, but gets blocked. And how did we not get the loose ball there? All right, Ant, stay with Fox. Stay with Fox. Castle. Oh, we get the steal. Let's go. Run. All right, come on. Let's just go to the rim with Ant. Wow, that's a hard foul right there. Wow, that's actually Killian Hayes. I was like, is that Carter Bryant? Killian Hayes is on the Spurs. So we have that French connection with Killian Hayes and Wemby. So Ant knocks on the first free throw, makes it a 2-point game. Is Wemby coming back in? Wemby is coming back in. Gobert is in. We got the whole starting 5 in. De'Aaron Fox driving to the rim, and good contest there by DiVincenzo and Gobert coming over. We're off and running with the Ant-Man. Come on, let's get around Killian Hayes. Pump faking the... just go up strong, please. My God, how'd I miss that? I probably should have pump faked. All right, well, at least Anthony Edwards is like full energy right now. Wemby can obviously shoot 3s, so let's stay on him. De'Aaron Fox to the rim. I don't like that. And he gets fouled by DiVincenzo. De'Aaron Fox is going to make the first free throw. It turns into a 2-point game. All right, Randall getting a screen here, or Edwards getting a screen. Let's go right at Jeremy Sohan with the right hand. It is no good. Rebounded by Wemby. Still a 3-point game. We got to stop the ball right now. Okay, kicks it over to Fox, who's not a great 3-point shooter, but Wemby's right there with the cleanup crew. DiVincenzo coming off some screens. Okay, here we go. DiVincenzo, step back. Please give me that. Dante, no good. I might have sold this. Fox with a step back 3. That is no good. Rebounded by Jaden McDaniels. Oh, we got to kick it up quickly. Dante, pull up. Quick shot. Please. No good. And can't get the rebound. We're going to lose game 7. And the Minnesota Timberwolves have been eliminated for the first time before the conference finals since 2023 when they lost in round number 1 to the Denver Nuggets. 34% from the field from Naz Reid in this series, 39 from Gobert, 31 from McDaniels. Yeah, what is going on with the field goal percentage? We did not play well whatsoever. The Thunder, I believe, beat the Spurs in 7, and the Knicks beat the Celtics in 7. Knicks, Thunder, NBA Finals, and the Thunder win in 7. How elite is that? Both conference finals and the NBA Finals went to 7 games. So let's go here into the 2026 offseason. LeBron James does retire. Same with Eric Gordon, Brook Lopez, Kyle Lowry, Nick Batum, and Kevin Durant retiring as well. It would have been cool to pair up Kevin Durant with the Minnesota Timberwolves at one point. So we're here in the 2027 draft. I believe we do own, or excuse me, the 2026 draft, a first-round pick, although it's going to be a swap, so nothing of value. The Heat win the lottery here in 2026. We are going to own the swap with Cleveland there at 21. So hey, the 21st overall pick in this draft, we can actually get a good player. But yeah, we've been going backwards, I guess, right? Like they ended up going to the conference finals. So I guess they lost in 5 in the back-to-back conference finals, which is kind of unfortunate. Do I look to move Gobert? Do I look to move Randall? All right, so the Charlotte Hornets have the 18th pick in the draft. Could I get 18, Trey Mann, and Moussa Diabate for Rudy Gobert? They would want 2 second-rounders in the steal. Let's do it. So I get Trey Mann, who helps us out, like, not a good defensive guard, but at least another good scoring one with him and Rob Dillingham. I get Moussa Diabate, who's going to fight out the center minutes. And now I have 2 first-round picks. I have 18 and 21. I plan on taking both of these with the second apron, the new CBA. It is crucial to hit on these non-lottery draft picks. And we're on the clock here at 18. I could take Caden Boozer, Silas Demery. There's Jovan Sanin from Arizona State, Cohen Carr from Michigan State. I could take Bryce James. I don't know about that one. Alex Caravan, 3-point shooter. Nicolas Avdalas from Virginia Tech. I feel like Koa Pete is pretty good value here at 18. Suns are here, or excuse me, Hornets are here at 19. They take Tomislav Ivicic. Then goes Alex Karaban, who I was going to think about taking. But instead, I'm going to take Yaxel Lendenberg, who could have been a first-round pick in this draft. He's going to Michigan next year, transferring from UAB. And yeah, we're going to sign Pete, and we're going to sign Lendenberg right there. We're going to pick up the team options on all these guys. So now if an injury happens, we do have 3 power forwards with Randall, Reed, and Yaxel. And it's not a guarantee that Randall is on this team next year because, I don't know, the center rotation with Diabate, Berenger, and Zakarski is extremely risky to go into next year's season with. I don't know if we're going to have a mid-level exception to use, and we do. So I'm going to try to poach away Isaiah Hartenstein from the OKC Thunder. I'm going to give him the full mid-level exception since we are under the second apron. We're under the first apron probably after that Rudy Gobert trade. So Hartenstein, 4 years, $60 million. I wouldn't mind bringing back Mike Conley on a 1-year deal. He didn't retire. He's been here for a little bit. Just a vibes guy and a good veteran to have in the locker room. Also, shout out to this roster creator who decided to make Drew Timme just kind of like a beast. Yeah, I'm going to have to change some of his ratings. Though I also don't have much money to sign Jalen Clark, so I'm going to hopefully get him on the qualifying offer to return, and we get him right there. So Anthony Edwards is a 94 overall, McDaniels 83. Hopefully he could play like one. Reed 82, Randall 81. He's starting to regress. So he's on like that 3-year extension, so we could technically opt down at the end of the year. We are reuniting the front court from the New York Knicks in 2023 and 2024 with Randall and Hartenstein. So can I re-sign Randall before the season starts? No, but let's lock up Dante DiVincenzo. Let's give him a new 3-year, $30 million extension. He would have taken the minimum. That's not realistic, so we're going to give him a little bit more. And we got a couple of those former Knicks with Randall, DiVincenzo, and Hartenstein. I do need to release somebody before the season starts. I may make a trade. So I'm going to see if I can get 3 second-rounders from the Nets for Moussa Diabate, and they say yes to that because we have Zakarski, we have Berenger, and I have Hartenstein. So who else do I want to... Maybe I'm going to trade away Leonard Miller because I should probably keep Mike Conley for the vibes. And I'm going to hopefully get 1 second-rounder from the Wizards for Leonard Miller. So let's go here into the 2027 season with a little bit different of a squad, right? No more Rudy Gobert. He's in Charlotte with LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller. We have Moussa Diabate, Rocco Zakarski, Johan Berenger. And we are going to go with, I think, DiVincenzo at the 1. He's not going to play a ton of minutes because I can't fully rely on Dillingham yet. So like Dillingham, Trey Mann are going to get 20 minutes. We'll go 23 to DiVincenzo, 37 to Ant. Let's go 30 to McDaniels. I would still like to start Randall. So let's go 26 to Reed. 33 to Randall, 26 to Hartenstein. Berenger can get around 15 minutes, and then the remaining 10, I think we should choose between Clark, Shannon, Peter, Yaxel. Let's give it a Koa Pete to see what he can do. 4 stars, 7 seconds, just because Terrence Shannon was so bad last year. We start off the season 3-0. How do we look at the end of October? 6-0 right now. I like to see that. Hopefully the efficiency is better for some guys this year. So we are here at the trade deadline. We are 44-7 with a 14.4 win differential. We have the second best offense in the West, but the best defense in the West right now with no Rudy Gobert. Rocco Zakarski was not very good in the absence of Isaiah Hartenstein, but he is back. Koa Pete has been solid this year. Berenger has been better. Trey Mann shooting 37 from 3. Dillingham has been more efficient coming off the bench. Nasri's been okay, 43% from the field. Hartenstein's been good. Randall, not so good. I wonder if he's going to opt in at the end of the year. McDaniels has been better and has been carrying this team for sure. And DiVincenzo's been a good point guard. I also could just make Ant the point guard as well. I mean, I'm not going to switch it now. There's no point. But, like, yeah, they're kind of interchangeable at this point. I think we do have the assets to make a trade here at the deadline. I mean, we could try to leverage Randall and, like, one of Dillingham and Mann. I could try to trade Terrence Shannon Jr. as well. Especially if we wanted to get, like, a point guard out there, we could... or a shooting guard. Like, Ant could be the one. We can get a shooting... I guess I prefer a point guard. And then, like, I could trade Randall or Reed for one of the point guards. And then we can have, what's his name? Like, the other one could start. I mean, DeJounte Murray's been kind of good. And I never trade for DeJounte Murray. But I'm not giving up, like, Jaden McDaniels. And I don't think they'd be interested in Reed or Randall just because they have, like, Zion and kind of a crowded front court. I mean, Kyrie's on the last year of his deal. He's down to an 82 overall, though. Yeah, we can't even find anything. I don't really want Giddey. I guess Killian Hayes is good again. Shout out to him. Dame's in 81. Dillingham's in 81. I know quickly, but he's making a lot of money. I mean, just free agents at the end of the year is potentially Julius Randle and, like, Jalen Clark. I don't know what Randall's going to do, so I think I'm just going to, you know what, let this team play out. We're 45-8, and we got the MVP. Let's go. Like, that should be a goal for us to get an MVP on our team, and Anthony Edwards gets it. 27 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 2.1 stocks, 51, 44, 86 splits. Cameron Boozer, Rookie of the Year. for the Chicago Bulls. RJ Barrett, 6th man of the year. Wemby, Depoy, Nick Clifford, most improved for the Sacramento Kings, and Cade is your clutch player of the year. Yeah, Luka Doncic is injured if they did make the playoffs, but Anthony Edwards, All-NBA first team, obviously just got MVP. Cooper Flag is hurt as well. What is this scenario that I downloaded, man? That is. I think that kind of looks like Cooper Flag, right? It kind of looks like him a little bit. What are we doing here? I don't really know. So we got no Timberwolves on the all defensive team, sadly. And then did the Hornets? They were the 7th seed with Rudy Gobert. Shot 37% from the field. What? Well, Ant was really good. Everybody else was just kind of like, eh. I would say, like, Hartenstein was probably pretty solid for us, but not a lot of efficient scorers on this team. Rita, we shot 37 from 3. Dante shot 39 from 3. Dillingham, 37 from 3. So we kind of sold out for the 3 ball this year, but it gave us the 1 seed in the Western Conference. It gave us 63 wins because Anthony Edwards maybe had like an 06, 07 Kobe Bryant type season. So for the playoffs, I probably want DiVincenzo to play a ton. I think we can have Ant be the 1. DiVincenzo 2, McDaniels. I mean, I might bench Randall. Randall has not been great here. So let's go like 23 to Randall off the bench. He's not going to be happy about this. Let's go 31 to Nas. Let's go 30 to Hartenstein. I would like to go 40 to Randall. So I think Trey Mann's going to get like 18. I kind of like Koa Pete, but I don't really need him right now. He's probably going to have a much larger role next year. And if he's good, like, I could be okay trading away McDaniels. Like, he's not set in stone. Let's go 28 to DiVincenzo. Let's go 42 to Anthony Edwards, which is crazy. And we could do, let's go 18 of Baron J, right? He's splitting minutes with Hartenstein. We're taking on Memphis in round number 1. These two teams played against each other in the 2022 playoffs in round number 1. And it was a fun series, right? When it was like, Memphis was the 2 seed, I think. Minnesota was the 7 seed. And we win game number 1, 130-107. McDaniels with 21. There we go. Knocks down 4 threes. We win game 2, 127-100. 42 for Ant. 18 for DiVincenzo. Game 3 goes to Minnesota, 124-106. 42 for Anthony Edwards. Let's sweep them. Bang. There we go. What did Ant average in round number 1? 37.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. All right, so a good series. Randall is not going out with a bang here in Minnesota. So we're taking on New Orleans here, who have been pretty good in this rebuild. They got back Dyson Daniels, it looks like. Game number 1 goes to Minnesota, 118-105. These two teams have not met each other in the playoffs yet. We win game 2, 114-93. We are 6-0. Make that 7-0. We beat them by 30 here. Ant with 35. Man, DiVincenzo has been rock solid for us. Naz Reid, yeah, I can't part ways with Naz going forward. And we swept them. All right. Oh my God. We beat them by 48 points here in game number 4. And we sweep them. So we are 8-0 here in the playoffs. Ant is playing 39 minutes a night, but he's been really good in those 39 minutes. OKC's the 2 seed. It's going to be a tough series here. They have AJ DeBanza and Chris Sinak now. And then you have the Orlando Magic and the New York Knicks. Game number 1 goes to Minnesota, 114-71. Ant with 27. Game 2 goes to Minnesota, 123-99. Dante with 25. Ant with 22. We are undefeated. What is going on? 19 points for Trey Mann here. All right, are we going to sweep them? Okay, no, we do not. We only scored 17 points in the 4th, but they beat us by 18. 5-23. He emptied the clip in that game, and all right, but we do, gentlemen, sweep them. We beat them in overtime, 125-111. Our defense has been legit. Are we taking on the Knicks? Yes, we are. So you have Jalen Brunson against, okay, so you have Brunson, Bridges, and Hart, and Cat versus like Minnesota for Cat, and then Dante versus those guys, Randall versus those guys as well. So in the conference finals, yeah, Ant wasn't great. Neither was DiVincenzo, 32 and 35% from the field. How are the Thunder in this series? Chet wasn't good. Sinak wasn't good. Middleton wasn't good. J-Dub was barely good. All right, game number 1 goes to Minnesota, 126-94. Game number 2 goes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, 115-112. 28 points for Anthony Edwards, 23 for Naz Reid. We take a 3-0 lead. Oh my God. This is a weird rebuild, man. Some of the scenarios you download, like, it doesn't feel like we should be here. I'm on 51 simulator difficulty, 43. I meant to have that on 45, but either way, this has been kind of simple. Are we going to gentlemen sweep them? Yeah, we just won the NBA Finals, and I don't feel like this team is even at its full potential yet. Maybe we're just getting like Super Saiyan, like Anthony Edwards, God mode Anthony Edwards, which is sick. I mean, McDaniels did step it up in the playoffs, which is nice. Naz Reid was great as well. Randall, not as much. Hartenstein was solid. Dillingham was solid. Dante was fantastic. Yeah, let's go into the offseason now, where Chris Paul retires. Mike Conley got a ring, although he didn't play for us. And Chris Paul and Damian Lillard are heading to the Hall of Fame. All right, so the draft lottery gives the Wizards number 1. The Thunder can reload there at number 2, Kings 3, Warriors 4, and the Rockets 5. We are going to have the 25th pick via Cleveland. Or no, sorry, that's the Jazz. Do we own a first-round pick? I don't think so. Yeah, we got to give the Suns it at 30 because that's been sent to Utah, which has been sent to Phoenix. Chris Finch just won an NBA title, so we are going to run him back here. I think like one move I could make this offseason is trading away Randall if he does opt in. But if he opts out, he's probably like I don't think I'm re-signing him. So we do have pick 47 in the second round. I'm not going to know any of these guys. They're all auto-generated. I'll take Cliff Garnett from St. Bonaventure. Shout out Woj. So Tyron Stokes goes number 1 to the Wizards. So we'll sign Cliff Garnett. Why not? And then team player options. Randall opts in. I was kind of excited to see how we can operate without Randall, like give Yaxel Lendenberg some more playing time, which I do plan on doing. Like I still plan on trading Randall. All right, what about Randall for DeJounte Murray? Murray's playing well, and I never get DeJounte Murray. So could I trade you Randall and Terrence Shannon Jr.? Okay, so we have an issue financially, which is going to make this really tough. Randall and Don playing together would be like the most bully ball lineup you could put out there, which I kind of mess with. The problem is, like, Randall's making a ton of money. Like, I would part ways with Trey Mann instead of Shannon. Could we do something? It's going to be tough. I thought about getting Lauri Markkanen, who's been really good. But then it's like, I mean, I could put McDaniels to the bench and have Markkanen play the 3, which is kind of fun. I thought about getting Brandon Ingram, who's been pretty bad in Toronto. I mean, let's see if we did Randall and Terrence Shannon Jr. for Brandon Ingram. I would think about this. I don't mind McDaniels coming off the bench. They say no. And could I throw in my second round pick, Cliff Garnett, to get it done? And I'll throw in, yeah, like Randall does not have much value. 3 second rounders. And I'll throw in 1 first rounder in 2031. Okay, so they agreed to that, which is so risky because Ingram he just didn't score a lot. His just shot tendency low. It's at a 77. Like, he could be legitimately our number 2 if Naz Reid isn't ready for that role. Qualifying offers, we'll give it to Clark and Zakarsky because Hartenstein's going to start. Baron J come off the bench. I would like to bring back Jalen Clark on a 2-year deal. I'm just a big fan of Jalen Clark in real life. I could sign Harden on the minimum, or excuse me, on the vet, or I can give him like 10 mil a year, which is kind of funny. Harden here. I'm not going to do that, though. I don't really know if there's anybody we want to add. I'm probably going to get Zakarsky back. I could add like a 3rd string power forward, but I like want to play all 5 of these guys next year. And we're going to play DiVincenzo and Edwards, and I want to play Dillingham and Mann. So I don't think I'm going to sign anybody right now. I'm going to take a flyer or sign some minimums for these hyped up prospects in the past in Ben Simmons and Lonzo Ball. We're going to get Jalen Clark back, and then I plan on bringing, wow, I could actually sign Jimmy Butler. No, we're not going to do that. I just picked up Brandon Ingram. I'm also we're gonna bring back Zakarsky and we'll be good to go. So Rocco Zakarsky accepts the qualifying offer and is up to a 96. We are gonna move McDaniels to the bench at least for the start of the season. There's a chance I could have Naz Reid still come off the bench and McDaniels could be a stretch 4. Heck, there's even a chance I could put Brandon Ingram at a shooting guard, which kind of was at one point in his career in LA, like not a full-time one, or in New Orleans, but he did kind of experiment a little bit with that. So we could throw Ann at the 1, Ingram at the 2, McDaniels, Reed, and Hartenstein, which is pretty fun as a lineup. Let's max out Anthony Edwards on a massive extension. McDaniels has 2 years left. Dillingham, like, that's not terrible. Let's front load that 4th year. Why not for Dillingham? I don't know how many more years I'm going to do with this rebuild, but I think this team could capital. Like, I think we got better. I don't know. Like, it could not work out with Brandon Ingram. So they want to start Dillingham, which I'm open to. So let's go like 27 minutes to Dillingham. We can go like 35 to Ant for the regular season. I want to start Ingram, but McDaniels is going to play a ton off the bench. Like, Reed's going to get 27, Hartenstein 27. Let's go 34 to Ingram. Like, I want to make Ingram kind of good. Kobe P can get 17 with Trey Mann. DiVincenzo can get 20. And the remaining 9, I guess I should get... I wanted to get Lendenberg in here. But I also should play Baron J because I kind of need a backup 5. So let's go like 15 to Mann, 15 to Pete, 10 to Lendenberg. And then how can I get like 7 more minutes out there? Let's go 25 to McDaniels, 26 to Hartenstein, 26 to Reed. I guess we'll go 26 to Dillingham. Let's do that. So injuries are going to happen anyway. I'm throwing out an 11-man rotation this year. Just a lot of intriguing names on this team. Like, how does Brandon Ingram look? 14.5 points, 7 rebounds, 8 assists. I mean, Point Ingram at one point for New Orleans was fun. And then I think Zion was a little bit more efficient when you look at like points per possession. This might be a disaster. I may have to make Brandon Ingram a 6-man, but he's off to a 12-point per game start. All right, so at the deadline, we are the 1 seed, or no, excuse me, we're the 2 seed again, but we have by far the best point differential here in the Western Conference with a 14.7. So I'm confident we can go on a run. Ingram hasn't been like great, but I don't know. This scenario has been kind of wonky with guys as like a number 2 option. Like Ant's clearly been the number 1. Naz Reid's also shooting 40% from 3 as a starter. We love to see that. Dillingham has been more efficient this year, but it is also tough though, because like Ingram, maybe not the best defender in the world. Ant can be a good defender. Reid can be okay, but like Dillingham, Hartenstein just has a lot of work cut out for him, right? So Lonzo Ball's gotten some playing time, but he has not been efficient in that. We did lose Dillingham for a little bit, but he is back. Jackson Lenenberg's been okay this year. Baron J's been okay. So at the deadline, do I want to make any trades? I thought about moving on from Trey Mann, who's a free agent at the end of the year. And I'm going to send him to Philadelphia for their unprotected first rounder this year, and Owen Oakley, who's probably not going to play for us, but I'm at least getting draft capital for somebody I didn't plan on signing. That would be crazy if Philadelphia was bad. Oh my God, they're 25 and 27. That's risky from you guys. All right, so looking at our updated rotation, I want to play Yaxa a little bit more. I want to play Pete about 20 minutes a night. I want to give Rob like 27 a night. We'll lower Ingram just a little bit. I really like this bench unit. I think it's really good. Like DiVincenzo, I'm fine in a scaled back role for now. 6 more minutes, like Jalen Clark, can you just be like a dog defensively for 6 minutes a night in the second half? And we are going to hopefully win 60 games. Yeah, we go 61 and 21. Anthony Edwards, back-to-back MVP awards. Tyron Stokes, Rookie of the Year. Jordan Poole, 6th Man of the Year. Wemby, Depoy, Darius Cuff, Most Improved, and Cade Cunningham is your Clutch Player of the Year. And we got Coach of the Year again. So Anthony Edwards, All-NBA First Team with LaMelo, Cooper Flag, Cade Cunningham, and Şengün. You have Luka, Giddey, Wemby, Halliburton, and Jokic. Here's All-NBA Third Team with Ace Bailey. Eason, Flag, Wemby, Mobley, Amen Thompson, all defensive first team. Amen in New York. Here's all defensive second team. Walker Kessler, technically a former Timberwolf, right? So we are the 1 seed, which we weren't last year. Or no, were we the 1? I think we were the 1 seed last year. I don't know why I'm not remembering it too well. 14-point differential, which is great. And let's hope that this team, I think it's just a little bit more well-rounded, can go on a run. I wanted to see Toronto do anything with Randall this year. It doesn't really look like it. They ended up going, where's Toronto? Oh no, they were good. I'm just completely blind. They ended up going, well, 41 and 41. The East is just a mess. So we're going to be taking on Memphis. Yeah, we played them last year, right? As the 8 seed. They have Chet Holmgren now. He got traded. Whoa, wait. Did I not see Ja Morant? No way. No way. Did they trade? Wait, no way Ja Morant was traded for Chet Holmgren. Where is this trade? I think I could see this one. Oh my God, he was. Why would either team do that? Why do you need Ja Morant and Shea OKC? What are we doing? All right, so for the playoffs, I don't think I'm going to play Jalen Clark. We're going to go 10-man rotation to start. Baron J can get 10 minutes. Or excuse me, I think I'm going to go 9-man. I'm not going to play Axel. Let's go 14 to Baron J. Let's go 20 to Dante. Koa Pete's going to get like 14 tonight. McDaniels, we can go like 28 to you. 30 to Hartenstein. 30 to Reed. Let's go 41 to Ant. 35 to Ingram. 28 to Dillingham. Let's beat Memphis, hopefully, in round 1. Whew, not as easy as last year. We won in 6. Now we got to take on San Antonio, who upsetted us, technically, right? Back in year 1. I think we were the higher seed. Ingram had a good game, so did Ant, but we lost by 4. Damn. Is Wemby like that? 28 for Ant, 20 for Ingram, 20 for Naz Reid. We do win game 3, thankfully. 122, 112. Ant with 21 and 11 in this game. Not sure if I should, like, mess with the rotation at all. Like, is Ingram... Naz Reid's been really bad. McDaniels has been better. All right, so Naz Reid is struggling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bench Naz Reid for McDaniels. So McDaniels, get ready to play 35 minutes a night. Rob, get ready to play 31 minutes a night because you've been a bucket for us. Game 4, damn, didn't work. We lose 117-99. 16 for Naz, 8 assists for Dillingham. Ugh, a gross offensive outing here. Damn. All right, game 5. All right, maybe I shouldn't have traded Randall. Maybe we were just fine. So I could not go back-to-back, unfortunately. The Thunder, what is this team? Like, what are we doing here, Sam Presti? We're now just playing like well, I guess we're playing 2K. So a rematch in 2012 goes to the Thunder. They win in 7. And J-Dub, not Shea, is your finals MVP. So yeah, do you think people forgot too much about the Timberwolves? Do you think this team can win a title? Or they're going to have to get creative around Anthony Edwards over the next few years? I hope you guys did enjoy this Minnesota kind of new look rebuild. We don't have many rebuilds left of 2K25. I believe that 2K26 comes out Friday the 29th, so you guys can get videos when that game drops. I do plan on having maybe one more video out this week before the weekend, and then on Saturday, I'm hoping to get you guys a 20-year historic expansion rebuild as well, because you guys really like the Lakers one. That one was really fun to do. I'm like in the middle of recording it right now, and then maybe one more rebuild after that, and then it's 2K26 time, so make sure you are subscribed. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.